Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your magical moon message. This is the peace dealer. Ooh, let's get it. Moon in Gemini on Mercury, actually. Sun in Gemini. Let's call this the beginning of the rest of your life. Let's call this the first stop of legendary change happening in your life. And I'm going to have to break this down because we have successfully reached the official activation of this cycle. Aries is done, Taurus is done, and now Gemini is done. All that's left is for that brand new moon square Neptune, formerly known as Poseidon, all right, before the Romans came through and literally raped the Greeks. Word of caution, do not listen to any of these people, idiots, stupid people, that tell you not to manifest on transits. Okay? Oh, you shouldn't manifest because of this. No, you shouldn't manifest on it. Don't listen to that bullshit. Don't listen to that bullshit. None of that is backed on anything true. Okay? It's all opinion. You can do whatever the fuck you want. These are the same people who will tell you, oh, don't do this on a retrograde. That's not how astrology works. A retrograde of any planet does not influence whether you should or should not do anything. Okay? Just want to make sure we're clear on that. I thought we were over that. Guys. Just leave that to these dumbass 13 sign astrologers and these confused sidereal astrologers who still shift their planets 23 degrees like we're in the fucking BCE era. Anyway, let me tell you why you need to get super fucking excited for this transit. Okay? This new moon in Gemini is the beginning of legendary change. This change happens in 4 stages. You've activated the evolution of your character. And the reference for this is the sun conjunct Jupiter in Aries, that when the sun opposes Jupiter in Scorpio, you will have completed that 6-month arc. Okay? The square to that is going to be Sun in Leo square Jupiter in Taurus, where the seeds will grow through the ground during integration that begins Cancer season. And why you want to once again be super excited about this is relative to this activation of your next level self. You are getting ready to put the push button start on the mindset you have programmed over the past 3 weeks. Okay? Now that you're stepping into more of who you truly are, Gemini, the true individual, because Libra is social air and Aquarius is God level collective air. So your individual thoughts, Aries is the original individual, Taurus is the solid individual, Cancer is the special individual. Well, Gemini is the true individual. You're not a zodiac sign, by the way. So I'm talking about the sign. This is the sign of true individuality. You have individual thoughts. That's your connection with Gemini. Oh, it gets better though. A lot of the negative projections, and the reason why I want to say this is maybe you may not have given yourself enough credit for the fact that just like everyone in the collective is going through this storm of negativity, and I'm not trying to say that like it's a bad thing, but just in the sense where you may have undermined the negative frequencies and projections collectively, individually, socially from others that you may be been going through, which is very necessary. Like a butterfly needs pressure and struggle to grow its wings. You are really being perceived in a way that's not you because you've leveled up past that. Even if people are saying positive things about you, unless they ring true, evidenced by facts. That being said, okay, the change of society's perception of you that happened September of 2022 has reached its completion. 10th house Gemini to Virgo. Okay, and stand on it. Do not take crap from everyone, or anyone, because this is just their opinion. Anyone who is secure in themselves has no time to argue with you. They're just going to bring facts. And if you can't accept reality, that's on you. That's not on them. So all the rest of these losers and idiots, hold on, I'm supposed to be love, light, and spiritual. The rest of these people who just need love and hugs, they're just confused. Okay, so just beam your heart and just show them love, and let's just all be happy. That's how these motherfuckers sound. That's how these stupid motherfuckers sound. That's how they fucking stupid motherfuckers sound. Welcome to fucking Gemini season. We about to go into Cancer. Okay, now listen. This new moon is gonna be one of the most magical new moons that we've ever new mooned in a minute. And you're going to hear me say that Virgo again in Sag. The first stage of change is Gemini, the initial thought. All right. When you take any pill or substance, that pill has a release. When it releases into your consciousness, it starts to activate. That's Gemini. Then we're going to step into the second change during the fall. Virgo. Virgo is going to integrate and adjust this activation, similar to activating your car. And after you push the accelerator, Aries, and you come into a velocity, you have to now adjust that speed in order to whether stay within speed limit or to speed up or not. That's Virgo. Sagittarius is the third change in the fall, where we reach the peak. This is the climax. I'm coming, I'm arriving. You just ask any Sag, they know all about that. Then you have Pisces, the final change, where we're all like, oh, that's why all this bullshit happened. Oh, that's why you're a piece of shit. All right. So, I'm biased. I fuck with Gemini, because with this activation, it basically opens up limitless possibilities for where you can go, where you could take what you've activated. Of course, what you reap is what you sow. So let's not blame astrology. Let's not make excuses about, oh, this transit is happening, so this is why this is happening. No, whatever you decided to think, if you're a magician, if you're a manifester, if you have responsibility over your thoughts and feelings, you said it, so it's already done. Okay, if you're still like, and you can listen to, outside voices and influences to influence you, or you could, not be a victim of that. Take your control back internally and enjoy what's to come. Because that square to Neptune is going to, with the moon of subconscious understanding and the sun of conscious awareness, come together. And when they come together, you're coming into an intellectual fourth house understanding of the Neptunian metaphysical dynamics that will at least let you know what to think while you're experiencing the depth of layers upon layers of synchronicities. The reason why this is going to be anchored perfectly is because Mercury is squaring Saturn. Ooh, Mercury and Saturn were beefing for a little bit. Then they got cool with the sextile. Now, Mercury going to say some shit, but I don't think Saturn's going to really beef. And the reason why I'm saying that is you're in a position now where everything you've activated relative to beliefs and dreams that you can't see, you can communicate them. That's what Neptune and Pisces and the Gemini magic wants you to express. Wants you to take the pipeline from your imagination, put it out your mouth, and make it happen. And that's not by taking action. It's by taking action in the 4D. Your mind. You can give in to this bullshit old traditional hogwash of, oh, you're supposed to go out and get it. You're not supposed to just let things happen. You gotta hustle. You gotta work hard. If you want to do that shit, go ahead. It's your world. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Or you cannot be a fucking retard and, trust that you've already done it. That's why you were inspired with the idea. We don't need to complicate these things so we can wag our dicks and compete on who has the biggest dick. I'm not gay. And I don't mean that in like a derogatory method. Oh God, I don't know what I can or can't say anymore. I don't go that way. You feel me? I'm not trying to fucking compare my whatever I'm secure in myself. So I don't have to shake people's hand to see how hard it is. All that tradition is dying. That's just not going to exist in 10, 15 years. In 5 years, if any of that. Most of the people who created that are dead or dying. So if you want to be a part of that, you can. But the new moon brings newness with Neptune at the end of a sign that wasn't there since the 1800s with the Dred Scott decision, where people still were confused if black people, were citizens or not. Now people don't know if vaccinated people and unvaccinated people. It's crazy. Some shit never changes. It just looks different. Anyway, what's really important about this is that the new moon activation here is the push start button to activating everything you've programmed in your spirit, body, and mind over the past 3 months. All right. And that's what's going to make Cancer season hit. You know, Cancer's the juice, right? Before you know, we know the sauce lasts forever. Before you get to the sauce, that's Scorpio. Shout out to Future and Drake, the sauce gods. You don't have to like them, all right, but they the sauce gods. Drake is King Slime, and Future is Lord Pluto. Before we get to that, you got the juice, baby. Yeah, the juice may not last as long as the sauce, but it's still the juice. It's still the juice. Okay, that's Cancer season, and you have to have the right mindset. So the intention, listen to me. The intention that you walk into this Cancer season is everything. Let go of all the fucking bullshit, because the Neptune square is going to bring up fears and delusions when you have the decision and choice to believe them or not. Pisces is I believe, Gemini is I think. So are you going to think delusions about fears you believe, or are you going to think delusions about stuff you like? Either way, it's a delusion. You hallucinate your conscious reality. Don't fall into that Virgo trap of trying to overanalyze anything to get right, because yeah, you might be right in a 3D sense, but you're no more delusional than Pisces. That's why Pisces chose Virgo like, really, bitch? You think you real like that? Anyway, Virgo is real like that, but Pisces is different. They're not even here for real. Anyway, the beginning of this transit unveiled the understanding of enlightened concepts and principles that you may have only understood imaginary that are now coming online. Let me give you an example. I was deep in thought when the moon was 29 degrees Taurus on my Mercury, and I was researching an ability I have. Yeah, I'm going to take it there. I was playing a song, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I love this story, everything I'm saying happened to you. And if it didn't, it's going to happen to you relative to the rest of this transit, or it's already happened, okay? I had tried to induce something on myself, and I didn't get the results I wanted, right? And I let it go. The song that I was playing was Crown for Kings by Benny the Butcher and Black Thought, who mercilessly ripped that. I mean, they both did. Benny the Butcher, the way he be hanging with his features like J. Cole and Black Thought is ridiculous, but he's a Sag. Sag is the best. Cool. That being said, okay, that song just came up out of nowhere. Boom. And the reason why it was important is I have a random tarot generator, right? And when that song came up, in the beginning of the song, he says, trust me. That literally was my soul saying, trust me, bruh. And I knew in that moment that out of 78 tarot cards, when I pressed the random generator, a certain card was gonna come up. Okay. The wiki page that I had referenced the Soul King. I was like, okay, the King of Cups is a Soul King. And, you know, I pressed the button and that card came up. It was a direct confirmation that now brought into mental realization that what I thought was a dream is more than possible. Do I know how to fully do it? We're not in Virgo yet. That's the next change. That's mastery. But now I know the mindset to move into, where we activate power in Cancer to move in that direction. Don't get so caught up in trying to figure out how to do shit when you want to just be square on what you want to do. And the most important part about that too is I didn't have to do it. It happened when I wasn't trying to do it. The song came up out of nowhere. I didn't press any button. Something, and that's the Neptune thing, unexplainable occurrences that if you spend time trying to figure out, you're not going to get anywhere. Just go with the flow like a dead fish. That's what Pisces teaches you. So really be intentful on where you want to move forward. People can feel and think that you're delusional, but they're delusional. That's why they're insecure and threatened and having to project on you. Just say, did you ask them? No. And then ask, and then tell them to suck your dick. Okay, so be very intentful on the activation of this. You can make a wish, but just be really clear on what you're doing and what you're perceiving moving forward, and prepare for this activation to launch you on an adventure of enlightenment into Sag. Godspeed.